On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, epic grand final qualifier between the Broncos and the Panthers. Miraculous win for Saints sets up final showdown with the Robins, and York Knights to host championship decider after beating Halifax. But first up, in the Southern Hemisphere, an all-time epic contest. That's one way to describe the second of the NRL grand final qualifiers. In Brisbane, the four-time defending champions, the Panthers, they led the Broncos 14-0 at half-time, but a massive second half from Brisbane in front of 52,000 plus fans at the Cauldron, and it was the Broncos who prevailed 16 points to 14. So Brisbane through to the grand final against Melbourne, hoping to win their first title in almost 2 decades. And for the Panthers, the end of the road as their dominance finally comes to an end. Also at Suncorp Stadium, the second of the preliminary finals in the NRLW, Broncos 30, Newcastle 6. Brisbane to now take on the Roosters in the Premiership decider. And in Sydney, in the New South Wales Cup Grand Final at CommBank Stadium, the Warriors defeated St George Illawarra 30 points to 12 after leading 16-6 at the break. Tanner Boyd, the man of the match. Earlier on the same program, the Melbourne Storm won their first ever Jersey Flegg Premiership, the Storm 38-16 winners against Penrith. In the UK, there's been an incredible match at Headingley in week 1 of the Super League playoffs. St Helens edging out Leeds 16-14 to catapult Saints to a semi-final showdown with Hull KR. The Robins up 12-6 at the break in their eliminator on home soil, but the visitors stole a famous victory thanks to former Salford player Shane Wright, who scored with the final play of the game. St Helens getting the job done after forward Matty Lees left the field because his wife went into labour. In the second tier, York Knights have secured the right to host the championship decider after they beat Halifax, York winning 30 points to 18 after leading 16-6 at the break. And finally, in French Rugby League, the Super 13 season is now up and running, with the Albi Tigers starting their title defence with an 18-16 win at home against Limoux. Elsewhere, Lesignan defeated visiting Villefranche 36-12 at Villeneuve. The Leopards 32-22 over Saint-Estève, and Avignon cleaning up at Saint-Gaudens 42 points to 0. And recapping that score in Brisbane, the Broncos 16-14 over the Panthers in the second of the grand final qualifiers. Brisbane to now take on Melbourne in the big dance. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's the latest in news on rugbyleague.com.